It's actually raining and we thought that we could quickly start shooting. Even my outfit just matches the entire vibe of the video. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nimish Bangera and I run a studio named Bangera Studios where we have a proficiency in design, photos and videos. And we have this entire ecosystem where we address and we deliver to different genres of photography and videography. And today this video is super duper special because we are going to talk about something that is a very important event in your life. And this is for all those individual customers that I'm talking about. It's the wedding segment. And at our studio, we have something called as the Weddings by Bangera, where we have an entire team which is dedicated to weddings. Imagine you being a bride or a groom and you're going through these beautiful photographs or even videos which really emotionally moves you. You definitely want one of those for yourself, right? We all do want the best for ourselves. And I understand because even we want to deliver the best to each one of our clients. The best way to even communicate about how you can deliver the most valuable thing to any of our clients would be by communicating it transparently. And today I'm going to communicate very transparently about the budgets. How do we evaluate your investment into a wedding film or into a wedding photography? Before even starting with the investment part, there are a few things that I'm going to take it and throw it out of the window because these have been rumors or myths or whatever you want to call it. First, it's not a product based segment, it's a service based segment. So it depends on the talent and the skill that is going to deliver the segment and not on what the deliverables are going to be. Second, it's not a day job. It's more of a job where you prepare for the wedding, you execute on the day of the wedding, and then there is an entire process called the post-production, where you're editing, color grading, album designing, all of those segments have been taken care of. Now, when you're charged, you're not charged for a day, but you're charged for that entire process. Let us be very clear on that part. That gives so much of clarity to the entire understanding of why these wedding budgets become so huge and at times sound so different. Let me tell you a secret. Weddings is one of those segments which is much more personalized in a manner. And when I say this, I want to clarify myself. Each family is different. Their perspective is different, their preferences are different. What they like, what they dislike, some people are outgoing, some people are introvert, whatever the thing is. How can I do a general budget to every one of them? Their requirements are different. And that is why we have these specialized budgets for each family. We understand the requirements and according to that we budget the entire wedding. Also, you got to consider inflation in the picture, which is very rarely considered in these formats. Just because at times they might have done their cousin's wedding a few years back, prices might be something different, but when they do it in their age, the prices might be completely different. And that is because of the inflation as well that hits these segments. So let's jump into the investment that you want to make in the wedding. This video is not just for my clients, but this video is for every individual out there who is doing a wedding photography or a videography segment. First of all, this is for all those people who are delivering a service to the clients. No matter. You do photography, you do videography, you do candid, you do documentary, you do any kind of content. At the end of the day, it's data. And you have to understand there are three factors to this data. How you capture a data, how you process the data, and how you deliver the data. And when I speak of data, you've got to understand storage will be one of the biggest factor you need to consider. Imagine I shoot a fantastic event of yours, a beautiful wedding where people are dancing. It's the moment that is never going to come. And all of a sudden my data is crashed, it's corrupted, it's gone. It doesn't feel good, right? Even right now when I'm looking at you, I know that it doesn't feel good. So what I need, it's simple. I need a backup. And when I speak of this, I at least need two hard disks. One is where I'm working on it and the second one where there is backup of it. Now who's going to pay for the hard disk is very simple. It's for the family that you do. These two hard disk segment needs to be included in the budget. It has to be at the base. Now the second factor, the duration of the event. and how many talent are you going to use, how many cameras you need. Some of the weddings are very intimate, some weddings are Bollywood style, some weddings are subtle. Depending on what tone and what culture they come from, that's how you want to decide how many cameras you want to invest and how many people you want on the project to get that project done. Try to make sure that you're pre-planning in every phase possible so that you know exactly where you're going to place your cameras, where you're going to place every single person, so that you get the best moments from that unexpected moments that is going to happen. Because weddings is all about unexpected moments. That's pure beauty of it. Now, when I speak of that, when you know exactly how many people are going to be invested into it, then you need to go into another space, that is how many days are you going to take to post-produce it. When I say post-production, that means editing, color grading, album designing. This will help you more to understand what is the duration and how much expense are you going to incur on the project. Now for bride and groom, these are the factors that are considered while we look at your weddings. The reason is very simple. These factors define the whole budget systems. Some of these budgets can go up to lakhs and lakhs of rupees. Some of these budgets can go very intimate. But depending on what the requirements are going to be, according to that we deliver. Let's say I want to make a film and I need some time to even come up with the entire thing, because it's more of a documentary film where there is no script, nothing like that. It's just people talk to the camera the way I am doing right now. And then we need to come up with a story which could weave the entire story from start to finish. To process something like that, I need specific moment of time to work around it, and there is an entire set of expenses that goes in. Those are expenses that are being considered for the project. When it comes to albums, there are some people who do hand binding, and the reason why we do it is because in the olden days these albums are beautifully binded and they still are intact with us, and I want the same feeling to come to our audience right now. When I work to a project, I always look at the project should sustain for the next 25-50 years, whatever I'm looking at. So we do a thorough research on the style of paper, the style of printing I'm going to do on photography. When it comes to films, I want to shoot it in the maximum resolution that is out there, and I want to present in the best way possible. At times, I also reduce the style of editing I'm doing. And the reason being, I know that each one of you, when it comes to a wedding in the family, you try to go out there, buy the best outfit. You choose the colors so specifically that at times I need to understand that if I click a picture and I edit the picture heavily and the colors are shifted, your dress won't look the same. And I truly understand that. So at times I deliberately also not over edit my pictures. But yes, each picture should be narrating a story at its core. The gears play a very important role, and whenever I speak of these gears, there's a reason why each gear has a price tag. There might be super expensive cameras, there might be medium expensive cameras, there might be cameras which cost around 5 lakhs, there might be cameras which cost around 3 lakhs, there might be cameras which cost a lakh, and sometimes you also have cameras which cost around 60,000. Now, which of these cameras am I using and what is the reason? That depends entirely on the budget that we have. All I'm trying to summarize is, whenever we speak of budgets, data is important. Your hard disk is the main expenses that you need to consider. The post-production part, which is not transparently being spoken, those are the moments where your investment is being used. And also during on the day of the wedding, do you have the best gear out there for people to capture the best moments? This is the beauty of the unexpected things. And that is where wedding photography has always been adventurous, beautiful, and full of life. I still love to continue to do this through Weddings by Banguera, and I definitely want to shoot your wedding. If you're a couple, come along. I want to hear your story. I want to put it out there on the video so that for the next 25 years, that story becomes a memory that you can narrate it through generations. With every family, their stories, their legacy on the photographs and on the videos. My name is Nimish Banguera, and I'll definitely see you in my next video. Take care, signing off from Banguera Studios.